May I have roll call, please?
Chairperson Dolores Rodriguez.
Present.
Vice Chairperson Mario Liscano. Board Member Vittorio Puente.
Present.
We do have a quorum. I need a motion to excuse Mr. Liscano.
I make a motion to excuse Mr. Liscano.
I have a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And he has been excused. We go on to item 2, regular agenda. A, approval of minutes for Tuesday, February 26th, 2019. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the minutes have been approved as written. We go on to B, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for sergeant for the police department on Thursday, March 21st, 2019. Annalie?
Hi, good afternoon, board members. In your packets, you will have the list for the results of the raw and final. We did have 11 officers take the exam, with 1 passing, and staff recommends approval.
That was for sergeant, right?
Correct.
Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion we approve.
I have a second. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. We'll go on to item C, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for sergeant for the police department on Thursday, March 21st. Annalie?
Yes, board members. Also in your packet, you will find the eligibility list with Officer Leobardo Munoz listed, and staff recommends approval.
Hear a motion?
I recommend we approve the eligibility list.
Second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries and is approved. We'll go on to item D. Consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Friday, March 22nd, 2019. Annalie?
Yes, board members. Also in your packet, you will find the list of lieutenants. We had 4 testing and 2 passing, and staff recommends approval.
Do I hear a motion?
I recommend we approve the list.
Second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this motion carries. We'll go on to item E, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Friday, March 22nd, 2019.
Yes, board members, in your packets, you will find the eligibility list for the position of lieutenant at police department. We do have 2 individuals listed, Eric Rodriguez and Guadalupe Garcia, and staff recommends approval.
Okay. Your motion?
I recommend we approve the list.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this motion carries. Thank you. We'll go on to item 3, administrative reports. Which chief wants to go first?
Honorable Chairman and Commissioners, good afternoon. This past month, we were able to close out our 2018 state grant that we received last year for $11,000. We bought the equipment that the grant helped us get. It'll be some more hazmat equipment. We were able to apply this past month for 2 more grants, another state grant for application for about $160,000 of more equipment, and another federal grant, hopefully to try to get some more firefighters. And that one's a big grant and try to get at least 12 more firefighters. But we'll see how that goes out, and that's through the federal government. We're at station number 4 is about at 87% completed at this time. They should be putting in the cement here the next week or 2, and that's one of the final touches that we'll be having at that station. The furniture has already been ordered, and we're waiting for that to come in also. This past week, we had a friendly challenge between us and PD, Battle of the Badges. It was a blood drive. It was worth having. We had 53 people donate between us. and them, with 66 units being given out of those 53 people, which were able to help about 198 citizens in the valley. So it's a good effort. I'll let Chief Wango tell you who won on that one. We had a fire conference. We sent 2 of our fire investigators to a fire and arson conference, and they said that it was very informative, and hopefully they'll bring back the information and spread it out to the rest of our individuals. I do invite you the next couple of days, if you have some time, or a couple of hours. McAllen is going to be hosting the South Texas All Hazard Conference. It's very informative. You got a couple of hours you want to go into a class, by all means go by there. It'll open you up your eyes to everything that the fires and the police departments are going through in our day-to-day operations. So I'll entertain any questions that you might have.
Are there any questions for Chief Perez? Chief, just one question. You said that there were 2 grants that were being,
That we applied.
that
Yes.
you applied for. Do you have a grant writer?
Yes, well, the city has one, and we
okay.
utilize him as much as possible. We provide him all the information he needs. With the department, we have a couple of guys that help us formulate some of the ideas. We give the ideas to him, and he'll expand on that and finish it up. And I'll tell you his name, Robert Garcia, helps us a lot on that. We appreciate his help.
Thank you. Any other questions for Chief?
No.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank
Chief Lengo?
Good afternoon,
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Chairman, Commissioner, and Ms. Alanis. Want to take the time, first and foremost, thank you, God, for giving us the opportunity to be here. Your humble servant, thank you so much. Chief, he stole the thunder, but it's not really who wins between the PD or the badges or whatnot. We were just so happy to even be part of this event and be able to give back to our community somehow, some way. So, whatever we can do to help the community, the Pharr PD would always be there. So thank you, Chief, for participating in this event. And I think really at the end of the day, we both came out as winners here because we got a lot of people to participate. Just to share a couple of points here with you in events, right now there's really no more important piece of information that I can pass on to you, but we're just so ecstatic, so happy at the PD because we had quite a few guys that actually took the test for sergeant and lieutenant. And so we're very happy that, we had a favorable outcome and we were able to get 2 individuals that are eventually going to get promoted, which is Mr. Leobardo Munoz to the rank of sergeant and Eric Rodriguez. And so if you please just indulge me a little bit and give me a minute of your time just to introduce these gentlemen to you. Please, if I can have Officer Munoz and brand new now, Lieutenant Eric Rodriguez. So I'll go ahead and pass the mic real quick. So,
Sure.
Thank you for having us here. Try to do our best. I know it was a challenging. I know my family had it, but anything I can help with you guys, just let me know. I'll be there. Like Chief Luengo, he's a good role model. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Leobardo Munoz. I've been with the department 6 years. I have over 10 years of law enforcement experience. Just really happy for this opportunity. I'm happy to be here in front of you. I'm here to serve the community, serve you. Anything, like Lieutenant said, anything we can do, we're here to help. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations. Do we have any questions
Thank
for
you.
our new officers?
Congratulations.
Any questions?
We'd like to welcome you as new sergeant and as new lieutenant. We know and we expect good things from you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Yes.
So with that in mind, it's a little too loud. With that in mind, that's going to open up because we had a sergeant promote to lieutenant. That is going to open up a position for another sergeant to be able to promote. So we're looking forward to scheduling the test coming up here in the next couple of weeks or so. Give them enough time to at least be able to prepare and go from there. But again, now we're lieutenant-wise, we're a full manpower, at least for the slots that we're given. 6 lieutenants is what we have at the PD now. And out of 16 sergeants, we have 15 looking for that 16th motivated one. Hopefully, we can get them on the first go-round. The next thing I want to pass on to you, ma'am, and at least as far as I've been in working here with the city or with the Pharr Police Department, this is the first time it's ever happened here. And again, I will reemphasize that Pharr PD is all about giving opportunity, diversifying, and giving opportunities to basically anybody in the PD that works hard. And so with that in mind, I just want to advise you and let you know that we had 6 individuals that just attended formal schooling for the emergency response team. As it is right now, all of our emergency response team has received some sort of formal schooling. But the great thing about it is that we actually have our first female be part of the emergency response team, and that's big for us. Never been done, at least not while I've been there, and I don't think I've ever seen that happen before I was even there, which is great. She's great. Try to get her in here today to introduce her to you. Really didn't get a chance to make contact with her, but maybe in the next meeting I can get her to come out here. Her name is Claudia Rodriguez. She's been with the PD going about 5-6 years already. Hard worker. She applied and she went through the whole process just like anybody else, and she earned it. So we're very happy about that. She just actually finished the formal schooling as well last week. It was provided by Hidalgo County. So we're very happy about that. And again, we're all about diversity and giving opportunities where opportunities are needed, so to speak. Again, also to add to that, our criminal investigation division, they all went through formal schooling approximately about a month ago. So out of all the investigators that we have, for the exception of one, they all have some sort of formal schooling now on basic investigator school, which teaches them, how to anything for Fourth Amendment, warrants, and things of that nature, basic investigative skills. So we have everybody in our CID department with some sort of formal schooling. Again, the blood drive, we spoke about that. We just in the process of actually redoing our bike patrol fleet. The bikes that we had before are just a little bit old. Father Time takes its toll on some of the equipment that we have. So we just actually in the process, and we just ordered 10 brand new heavy-duty Kona bikes that are going to be fully equipped with lights, bag, anything and everything that the officer needs to make sure they're able to provide better services. And we're hoping we get them. They're supposed to get here before Hub Fest, so we're able to put them out there. But if not, then for the next event. But aside from that, anytime the board wants to swing by the PD, we can show them to you, and that way you get an idea of what we're talking about. We're continuing to build on our technology plan, and that is the replacement of equipment that we have. That includes our mobile data terminals, our in-car recording systems, and our body cams. Like anything else, I'm sure you're aware, technology, every 2 to 3 years, something new comes out. I'll buy the new phone right now, and tomorrow the new one comes out. And so, hey, that's the nature of the beast, so to speak. Aside from that, we're still working on doing backgrounds for the officers we had tested in the earlier part of the year or last year, and just doing backgrounds to be able to fill those positions as we go throughout the year. But aside from that, I'm open to any questions, comments, suggestions that you might have. Anything? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Any questions for Chief Mungo?
I've got no questions.
Thank you,
No
Chief.
questions.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That concludes the administrative reports. We'll go on to civil service. Do you have any under civil service?
I've got no comments.
No civil service comments. Do we have any civil service director's report?
Only 2 quick announcements. We will be testing for fire engineer on April 18th, and sergeant retest for PD on April 30th. So those are the only 2 upcoming promotional exams.
April 30th is for what?
Sergeant,
Sergeant.
and April 18th for engineer.
Okay. Any questions for Annalie?
No.
Go on to item 6. There are no items under the closed session. So we'll go on to item 8, adjournment. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this meeting is adjourned, the time being 4:15. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.